Men must conquer shame and embrace authenticity to foster genuine connections and personal growth. By breaking free from societal expectations, they can cultivate meaningful relationships. But will the fear of judgment prevail? Or will men boldly step into their true selves, unburdened by shame, and unlock their full potential? Mike Tyson, when talking about what makes a strong man, considers different viewpoints on the topic. He believes that even men involved in crime can be seen as impressive, though not necessarily good.
Mike, how important of a role does a strong man play in a boy's life?
Well, you have to think about what perception of a strong man. He could be a strong man in a criminal perspective, in the illegal perspective, and that could be the strongest identity that he sees. And so he can go off in that level of crime as well.
Tyson emphasises the importance of teaching goodness, especially to young boys, and wants to change perspectives. He notices that there's a demand for male mentorship, as seen in the popularity of figures like Jordan Peterson online. Tyson is worried about how ideas about masculinity are changing and wants to make sure they're not misunderstood. Drawing from his own experiences with young gang members, he shares how his image has had a positive impact.
Well, listen, that's going to be pretty difficult. Because when you watch television, you see it could be black people, it could be white people. It's confrontation between man and woman. That's just what you see. You see this on Kevin Samuels' show. You see this on sometimes, what's the other guy? Andrew Tate. It's just confrontation. Confrontation sells. And we're not going to stop this confrontation. This is going to become an era so we can continue to make money off of people's pain.
Andrew Tate wants to make it clear that he is not a person who hates women. He says he loves and respects women, and he has good relationships with them. He is denying any accusations of being a misogynist, which means someone who dislikes or has a strong prejudice against women.
If you can go through the points again, she said,
do you think you're a misogynist?
Absolutely not. I'm not a misogynist on any level. This is one of those buzzwords they just throw at people randomly. Homophobic, racist, misogynist, they just throw it out at people.
Andrew emphasises that in 36 years alive, no woman has accused him of any crime or wrongdoing. This is his way of saying that he has not been involved in any harmful actions towards women, according to his knowledge. It's important to note that denying accusations does not automatically mean someone is guilty or innocent.
What is your view of women?
I'm a realist.
What is your real view of women?
I absolutely not only love women, I adore women. I have good relationships with women. Not a single woman has come up to me on the street since I've been cancelled. Not a single one has said anything negative. Every single one of them has said positive things. You're a traditional male. I wish more men were like you. You understand your masculine roles. You understand what you're supposed to do. You understand you're supposed to protect women. You're exactly the kind of man I'd be looking for. I've never had a negative interaction with a female ever. There's not been a single woman who's accused me of a crime. Not a single woman who's accused me of rape. Not a single woman who's come out and said anything from my entire past of 36 years I've done anything wrong ever.
Andrew Tate believes that being a man has certain responsibilities. He thinks men should take care of and support women. In times of trouble, he says it's important for men to show strength and be tough. Tate doesn't like the idea of toxic masculinity. He thinks people don't really understand what it means. He believes that instead of blaming masculinity, we should teach boys to be strong, controlled and calm. In other words, he wants to teach young men how to be stoic, which means not showing a lot of emotion. According to Tate, society needs men to be strong and proactive.
Do you know what happens when you get men who just act how they feel? You get school shooters, you get violence, you get rapists. Men who do not control their emotions are dangerous. If you find a man who is stoic, he's not going to hurt people. He's going to sit and think about his actions very carefully, and he's going to be a good man who protects and provides for his family. You find a man who just acts out on impulse and does whatever he feels like, you're going to find a dangerous man. Sitting here telling men to cry more and act with their feelings and it's okay to feel this way, that way, etc., and have no self-control. That is why we have the problems we have in the world.
Imagine being a superhero, facing tough times, but always finding a way to keep going. Andrew Tate says that's the key to being a man. You have to be strong, work hard, and never give up. It's like playing a tough video game. You need skills, practice, and a strong mindset. He also talks about having a sense of duty. It means doing what you need to do, even if it's not easy, like a responsibility or a job you have to finish. However, it's important to remember that everyone is different, and not all emotional men are harmful. Society is made up of diverse individuals with various personalities. It's crucial to understand and accept people for who they are, whether they express their emotions openly or not. Balancing emotions and rational thinking is essential for a healthy and harmonious society. Andrew Tate says he doesn't feel comfortable talking about women's issues because he doesn't fully understand them. He believes that, as a man, he may not have the same experiences as a woman, and so he doesn't want to speak on topics he might not fully grasp.
Tough being a
cop out.
woman too in modern society.
It's certainly tough being a woman, but I'm not a woman, so why would I speak on issues I do not understand? I'm a man.
You can feel an empathy for women.
I feel empathy, certainly, but I do not understand their issues.
Similarly, when it comes to gender laws in Afghanistan, Tate defends his decision not to comment. He explains that he lacks the qualifications and experience needed to discuss such serious matters. He wants to be careful not to say anything that might not be accurate or helpful.
I speak on subjects I know intimately. I do not feel qualified. I'm a realist, and I do not feel qualified to sit and discuss the gender laws in Afghanistan. I have not been to Afghanistan. I have not researched the subject thoroughly. I'm not going to sit here and say how the Taliban should be running their country.
In simple terms, Andrew Tate is being cautious and honest. He wants to make sure he speaks about things he knows well, and he respects the importance of understanding issues fully before discussing them. Andrew Tate thinks the situation in Afghanistan, where women can't go to university, is not fair. Andrew Tate likes living in places where he has some say in the rules. He prefers societies where he can influence how things work. For him, being part of the decision-making process is important. It's important to remember that opinions about what's right or wrong can vary. In this case, Tate has his own views, and he chooses not to strongly criticise the decisions made by the Taliban. This journey reflects the struggles and hardship faced along the way. One important aspect discussed in the role of a strong man in a boy's life in the self-discovery phase. This means having a positive male figure to guide and support the boy as he grows and learns about himself and the world. It doesn't necessarily mean a physically strong man, but someone who can provide guidance and encouragement. Different perspectives of a strong man are considered, including the legal aspect where a criminal might be seen as strong. This highlights the complexity of the discussion, as strength can be interpreted in various ways. Various instances of messages going viral on YouTube are mentioned, featuring individuals like Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate, giving advice to young boys. These viral messages indicate the influence and reach of online platforms in shaping discussions about masculinity. The conversation about the role of a strong man in a boy's life is expected to continue. This is driven not only by the desire to explore and understand this important aspect of personal development, but also by the financial incentives of generating profit from such discussions. To sum up, it's important for men to be themselves and not feel ashamed. This helps them grow and connect with others. The conversation is ongoing, with people sharing their thoughts and some looking to make money. Overall, it shows how tricky it is to show what being strong and a man means in our diverse world. So, that's all from today's video. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe for more such videos, share your thoughts in the comments section and share it with your friends. See you soon.